शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, most attractive, holiest of the holy, the most divine temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We have been going through the first few shlokas of Lalitha Sahasranama, which is composed by Vashinyadi Vag Devatas as per the command of the goddess, the supreme goddess, the CEO of this universe, Jagan Mata, Lalita Mata. So obviously, it is very, very powerful. But we are using this power for our silly desires, fulfillment of silly or worldly desires. It is very powerful. We must ask for only for liberation, moksha, the highest desire in the field of spirituality. We have completed up to 12 shlokas. Today we will start from the 13th one. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita Ratnagraiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta Phalanvita. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Kanaka is gold. Angada is bracelet or bangle. Keyura is armlet. Some people, some ladies wear it. Even gents used to wear earlier on the arms. Armlet. That is Keyura. Kamaniya. Kamaniya Bhujanvita. By themselves, the shoulders of the goddess are very beautiful. Now they have become very attractive because of the presence of this Keyura and Angada, armlet and bracelet or bangle, which is made of gold, Kanaka. This is the superficial meaning of this particular Nama. The inner meaning is shoulders or hands represent the work that we do. All the activities that we perform are represented by the shoulders or hands. And these ornaments are shining because they are made of gold. Means our activities, our works, they also should shine. What is the meaning? This represents Karma Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. What Krishna Paramatma has advised there, Karma Yoga. Before doing any action, any activity, any karma, think of Him. And do this with the Samarpana Manobhava. Offering it to God, any activity. It may sound very silly, but nothing is silly here. Every activity, before performing any activity, think of her, offer it to her. And when we receive the result, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi, Ishwararpana Buddhi, while performing the activity and while receiving the result of this activity, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi. This is Karma Yoga. Any action, any activity can be transformed into Karma Yoga, from karma. Otherwise, it remains as karma. The phalas will affect us, whether it is punya or papa, we are going to carry it. When we offer it to her, the result are hers only, not ours, because we have already offered it to her. So all the phalas go to her only, not to us. Which means the phalas do not affect us. We are not going to carry those phalas. This is what we mean by Kanaka Angada Keyura. All these ornaments that she is wearing are made of gold, which is shining, means we should be selflessly working. We are all very selfish people. So this particular Nama reminds us that become selfless to the extent possible. Being in this Grihastha-ashrama, it may not be possible much. But whatever is possible, wherever possible, whenever possible, try to do this activity selflessly and offer it to her with Ishvara or Ishwari Samarpana Manobhava and receive the result with the beautiful smile on the face. Let it come, whatever it is, this is her prasada to me. She knows what is best for me, not even better for me, best for me. So no comparison with others. So this is the meaning of Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Ratna Graiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta Palanvita. Chintaka is the pendant that she is wearing here. Ratna Graiveya, she is wearing chain which is made of, actually there are 3 lines I believe. Gold, then all these kind of gems, 9 Navaratnas they say, and another one is pearl. 3 lines, 1 chain, and all these 3 lines are joined together with a pendant. A beautiful pendant which is there hanging on the chain. Chintaka. Now what does this Chintaka do? When we focus on this Chintaka and meditate on her, then Lola Mukta Phalanvita, she gives the right phala for us. Lola, the meaning of Lola is oscillating. This side, that side. In many languages, Lolak. Lolak means something which is hanging, which keeps on oscillating or moving. So here Lola means the one who is moving, oscillating. What does it mean here? We keep on oscillating between gurus, between ashramas, between gods. Somebody said, Jyoti, you do this, this will happen to you. Okay, I started worshipping this god with that particular stotra or so. Then somebody said, no, this is better. So I stopped it there and moved to another god with another stotra, another kind of vrata. Because there is no proper trust. 100% trust. Shraddha is not there. Trust is not there. Faith is not there. So we keep on oscillating. And keep on oscillating between our desires also. We hardly have any spiritual desires. We have worldly desires. This should happen to my family. That shouldn't happen to my family. So many desires, endless desires, endless wishes. So this Lola also is a devotee only. But what kind of devotion? Conditional devotion. Conditional love for God. You do this for me. If you get my daughter married, I will come to Tirupati. I will climb the steps and come. Condition is there. If you get my daughter married, then only I will come to Tirupati. Where is the love for the Srinivasa? There is no love for Srinivasa. This is only conditional love. We are doing business with that God. Give me this, I'll give you this. That's all. So this is Lola. Shifting between desires, then shifting between gods, shifting between gurus, shifting between ashramas, shifting between namasmaranas. All these come under Lola. You know, Krishna is known by the name Sri Lola. Means going from one female to another female, that is not exactly so, but it's a superficial meaning over for Krishna. So Lola here. For Lola, what kind of phala should be given? That particular phala will be given by her. Whatever. Similarly, next one is Mukta. Mukta is the one who is a mumukshu, who is desiring for liberation. That is the highest level of devotion. So for such a devotee, she grants that too. In another way, we can look at it. Lola becomes Mukta. So we are all belonging to the category of Lola right now. After a few days or years or janmas, we will definitely come under this mumuksha category. And one fine day, we all will be liberated by her grace. So, Ratna Graiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta Phalanvita. She liberates all of us. Like how Valmiki came out of that Valmika. Valmika is ant hill. His name was Ratnakara. He was a dacoit. Then he was advised by Narada to chant Rama Rama Rama. He said Rama 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 Ra. Then he was doing such an intense tapas that there was an ant hill built up around him. He didn't even realize that. When he came out of that, he was a realized person. He was given the name as Valmiki, who came out from Valmika. We all should become Valmikis. For us, this Valmika is this kind of ignorance, ajnana. So we all should have the proper knowledge and should get this status of liberated. We must reach that level. She is very compassionate. Definitely she is going to bless all of us with this kind of certificate. You are liberated. Next shloka, shloka number 14. Kameshwara prema ratna mani pratipanastani nabhya lavala romali lata phalakuchadvayi. Kameshwara prema ratna mani pratipanastani. Stana means breast. When we talk about the organs of a female body, we should not consider it just as made of flesh and bone, etc. We need not feel ashamed. Why all this explanation? Why is this description of breasts are given? Such a thought should not arise in our mind. Such a doubt should not be there in the mind. Sakaratmaka tattvam nayati iti stanaha. The explanation for stana, breast, is sakaratmaka tattva. The positive principles, the one which brings the positive principle is known by the name stana or breast. Kameshwara prema ratna. Kameshwara gave her love. What did she give? She gave love. Along with love, she has given double. The two breasts, which consist of, one is food for the body, second one is food for the mind or jnana. Ahara and jnana. So her two breasts represent food and knowledge. Ahara and jnana. So here Kameshwara does not mean only that Shiva. Whoever gives her love, not a business conditional love, pure love, just for the sake of you. Because you love it, I am doing it. Not because something should happen. Because you love it, I know that you love it, that is the purpose, that is why I am doing this. I am chanting Lalitha Sahasranama because that gives you bliss. That gives me bliss too, but especially for your sake. So when we love her like this, we give her love. She reciprocates by giving love, not only love. She gives food for the body because body is the vehicle by making use of which we can move through this path. We are going ahead, marching forward in the path of spirituality with the help of this instrument called body. So we need proper good food for the body. So she is giving us that, providing us good food, and not only that, good knowledge, spiritual knowledge, not only the worldly knowledge, spiritual knowledge. You give her one, she gives multifold. When somebody gives us something, we also give back something similar. If they give us something worth 5,000 rupees, we also give them something 5,000 rupees worth. This is not so. We give her little love. She gives a lot of love, compassion, along with that, food and knowledge too. This is how she is. You know, Shirdi Baba told somebody, when somebody asked, should I give money? He said, if you want to give, you give. I don't have anything that you have to give. You feel like giving, you give. But the thing is, if you give, I have to give 100-fold. Multifold, I have to give back. This is how they are. This is how saints are. This is how our Jagan Mata is. Mother is always like that. You give little. We all know, most of us are mothers here. We give the children. Even if they don't ask, we give them. What is best for them, not just something. What is good for them, we see, calculate, and then only we give. Okay. Otherwise, the child keeps on asking for chocolate. Do we keep on giving? We know that it is not good for the health of the child. So we give her 1 or 2, then we say no. In the same way, what is good for us is known to her. So she gives us what is the best for us. Nabhya lavala romali lata phalakuchadvayi. Nabhi, the navel portion, alavala, dependent. Lata phalakuchadvayi. Lata is a creeper. Now, from the Nabhi, there is a creeper. That creeper explanation is given in the next line, next Nama. Roma, hairs, small hairs are there from the Nabhi up to the, almost near the breast. For all of us, we have small line of row of hairs. So Vashinya Divag Devatas are explaining that, taking the comfort of this Nabhi. Nabhi is like a kunda or a pot. A creeper is there, and if not for the 2 breasts which are called as fruits here, that creeper would have fallen down. But now they are held strong by the 2 breasts. Pot is Nabhi or navel. Creeper is the hair, small hairs which are there from the Nabhi. If not for this heavy breast, that creeper would have fallen down. They are taking the support of the fruits as well as the support of the root or the pot. Nabhya alavala. Alavala is support or dependent. Then Romali. Roma Ali. Ali means row. Roma is hair. Ali is row. Deepavali. Ali means row of diyas. Row of lights is Deepavali. Here it is Romavali. Row of hair. Lata phalakuchadvayi. A creeper looks like a creeper and which has got 2 beautiful fruits which give us wonderful fruit called food and another wonderful fruit called jnana. Lakshyaroma lata dharata samunneya madhyama stana bharadalan madhya patta bandhavalitraya. Lakshyaroma lata dharata samunneya madhyama. Now when we say that Nabhi is like a pot, a kunda, and huge fruits are there. Food and knowledge, huge fruits. So obviously we expect that Nabhi portion to be huge. It should be very strong, so it should be huge. But unfortunately, Madhyama is the waist. Middle portion is very thin, unlike all of us. Now, our aim is to become like her. So, all of us who have got big stomach, big tummy should try to reduce now. Because our aim is to become like her. She has got a small madhya, a very thin. Laksharo malata dharata samunneya madhyama. The meaning is, behind this nabhi, there is chakra called Manipura chakra. We have 7 chakras in our body. They are only energy centers. It is not an organ. It's only energy center. And this Manipura chakra is supposed to be the head office of ego. For Ahankara, Manipura chakra is the head office. So here Madhyama is very small. Waist is very small means no ego. So if we have big waist, we have lot of ego. No, there is no connection between the size of the waist and the level of ego. They are not connected at all. Here it means she has got no ego. Now we should try to become like her. External appearance, we need not become like her. If we are like her, well and good. But internally, we should try to become like her. No ego at all. She is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of this universe. And if at all we have one group and we are taking care of one group, then how egoistic we become? All of them listen to me. Isn't it? She is the CEO of this universe, but absolutely no ego. That is what is meant by saying that small waist. You know, when people get some big paunch, we say that, oh, sign of prosperity. I can make out you have become very rich. They simply say that big stomach, tummy or paunch is the sign of prosperity. It is not actually sign of prosperity, it is sign of ego. That is why they say that try to reduce your tummy. Of course, it is definitely good for health too. So people who have got big tummy, try to reduce it by doing yoga, exercise, walking on a regular basis. But if we are not able to do that, we need not worry about it. External appearance is not given importance. It is about the ego. Try to reduce the ego. What should be done to reduce the ego? This we have been seeing even in Bhagavad Gita. What should be done? Let's move on to the next one. Stanabhara dalan madhya patta bandha valitraya. Now below the waist, there are 3 folds. Many of us also have these folds because we are so fat that you can see the folds, isn't it? According to Hasta Samudrika, Samudrika Shastra, not Hasta. Hasta is only the hands. The body, Samudrika Shastra, it is good to have 3 lines over here. Forehead, 3 lines. Kantha Pradesha, throat or neck, 3 lines. And here in the stomach, 3 lines. Supposed to be very good lakshanas. She has got these 3 foldings over here. Stanabhara dalan madhya patta bandha valitraya. Vali is like a circle. Above the waist, below the breast, 3 lines are there or 3 foldings are there. Aruna aruna kausumpa vastra bhasvat katithati. Aruna aruna. Reddish red. It is dark red. Now we have seen red represents Chaitanya. It represents activities. It represents renunciation. So many So many issues are there, rather represented by the color Aruna. Kausumbha Vastra Bhaswat Katitati. Kausumbha is like a flower, like a kusuma, kusumabha, kausumbha, all mean the same. Soft like a flower. What is that? A vastra, a cloth, a red, very red, deep red color cloth she is wearing around the waist. Below the waist, if you have observed any dancers, they wear this from back, from behind. There is a small cloth, a silk cloth is tied around her waist. It covers the back portion. Vastra bhasva kati tati. This portion below the waist is known as kati tati, back, behind. So she is wearing this kind of red cloth. When we get up in the morning, during Suryodaya, sunrise, we see different kinds of colors. Among them, one is slightly red color. So we must be able to connect with her. This is my mother. We may be seeing Surya there, sun god there. Who is this sun god? Sun god is her ear stud. One breast is sun, one ear stud is sun, which means my mother is coming to bless me. We see Surya, but this is my mother. Wow, this is my mother's color. My mother is wearing this kind of dress. When we talk about our physical mother who gave us this physical body, we take so much of pride in it. My mother used to do this. My mother used to be like this, isn't it? She used to wear such nice saris. Whatever she has done, we take pride in it. Now this is a mother for all of us. Not only in this birth, so many births that we have taken previously, so many more births that we may take later. In all these births, there is only one mother. She is this. How proud we should be of her now. She has been my mother. She will continue to be my mother. How proud we are. This is how my mother is. Oh, my mother is rising here to bless me. Every morning, let us get connected with her and take her blessings. She is blessing always, but our receiver is not ready, no. She is blessing everybody equally, but we should be receptive to it. Receiver should be turned towards that. Unfortunately, we have turned our receiver towards the world. So we are not able to see the power of her compassion, feel the power of her blessings. Our receivers, we must keep them ready to receive her blessings. Here, Vastra, another name for Vastra in Sanskrit is Ambara. Ambara also means sky. So this is soft and it is very, very large. How large is it? The whole universe. Whole universe is her Vastra or cloth that she is tying. How beautifully they have explained, you see. We can imagine this. She is wearing this kind of sari. She is appearing in front of me. We should be able to see her in front of us. This is what we have learned in Bhagavad Gita. Vibhuti Yoga, Vishwarupa Darshana. Everywhere it is only he. Everywhere it is only he or she or it, whatever we call. So this is how we should be able to connect with her. With every nama, we should be able to connect with her. When we connect like this, at least with a few namas, by remembering the meaning of at least some 3-4 namas, we can definitely get connected with her. And we can see the difference in us. Not difference in the external situation. Situation may not change. Just because we are chanting Lalita Sahasranama, by understanding the meaning of Lalita Sahasranama, external situation may not change. But internal transformation will definitely take place. So let us try to connect with her always. Next one, Ratna Kinkinikaramya Rashana Dama Bhushita. Rashana means waist. Dama is belt or rope. So she is wearing waist belt. How is that? Ratna Kinkinikaramya. You know, all these anklets or chains we have, some hangings, small hangings will be there. They make some small sound, not a big jug sound. Small, we call this as kinkini. Kin, like this, a kind of sound, because all these ratna or pearls, all these are hanging in her waist belt. Dama. Dama means rope. You know, Damodara. Krishna was very naughty. Yashoda was not able to control him. So she tied a big stone with the rope to his waist. That is why his name is Damodara. Udara is stomach. Dama is a rope. Rope is tied around his tummy or stomach. So he is known as Damodara. Here, Dama Bhushita. Ratna Kinkinikaramya Rashana Dama Bhushita. Dashana means teeth. Rashana means waist. So Bhushita, beautiful waist belt. Now, any of these ornaments have come into existence. Rather, all these, not any, all these ornaments have come into existence, or we are using them because there is a principle behind each and every ornament. It is not for the beautification of our body. Not that I should look attractive. People should look at me. People should say that, wow, Jyoti, you are looking so beautiful. It is not for this. Waist belt represents controlling the ego, controlling our ahankara. So whenever we tie a belt around the waist, we should get connected to this particular nama. I am tying this belt. What does it mean? I should reduce my ego. It should be under my control. Am I trying? We should try at least, isn't it? Or we should know that this is why a waist belt is used. So she is wearing that waist belt and she is telling all of us, wear the waist belt. It's not that we have to wear the waist belt as it is. But the inner meaning is control the ego. Otherwise, we cannot rise at all in this path of spirituality. Next one. Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardavo Rudvayanvita. Urudvaya. Uru means thighs. Urudvaya, two thighs. How are they? Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardava. Mardava is extremely soft. Now, this softness is experienced by Kameshwara. He can only jnata. He is the one who is got the experience of this touch of this softness of her thighs, because she is sitting on him. Once again here, Kamesha does not mean only that Shiva. Anybody who focuses on her and chants or meditates can feel the softness of her thighs. Thigh represents our sankalpa. Firm. Thigh should be strong. Otherwise you cannot stand properly. Same way our sankalpa. We say something. I will do this. But then we are not sticking to it. Determination is not strong. She says, you should be determined. I will do this. We have determination for worldly desires, fulfillment of worldly desires. We are ready to go to any extreme. When it comes to the field of spirituality, we are slightly different. It's okay, we will do it tomorrow. If I am not able to do what to do, we will do it tomorrow. Not that spirituality is different from the worldly work. They are definitely combined. So, if at all we focus on her, then definitely we will be experiencing that softness, which means my determination becomes stronger and stronger. She makes it stronger. It is soft, but it is strong. We have learnt in Bhagavad Gita also, Dhruti and Utsaha. Both are needed. Enthusiasm is needed. Without enthusiasm, life is so boring. So she is the one who blesses us with this kind of enthusiasm and determination power. Sankalpa Shakti. That is represented by her thighs. Next, Manikya Mukutakara Janudvaya Virajita. Earlier it was Urudvaya. Uru means thighs. Now it is Janu. Janu means knees. Knees, knees. How are the knees? Manikya Mukutakara. As though it is a dome. You know what a dome is? A big round like thing, dome. It is like a big dome made out of Manikya, ruby. Again, this also represents strong, strength or hard. One should be hard in it. We are hard. Are we? Not in this. We are hard to others. We are not soft to others. We should be soft to others, hard to our own selves. To our own disciplines, we should be very hard. No, I cannot do like this. So this is represented by her Janu, knees. People who have got knee problem, please chant this particular line. Maybe 11 times. Only this line. This Nama. It is said that whichever organ is not functioning well, then you chant that particular Nama of Lalitha Mata. Only that Nama. You need not even chant the complete Lalita Sahasranama Stotra. Just that one line. Maybe 11 times, 21 times or 108 times as per your convenience. So let us try to use this even for our worldly desires. Nothing wrong in it, but slowly we should go beyond that too. Next one. Indragopa parikshipta smaratuna bhajanghika. Jangha. Jangha is calf muscle. Below the knee, backside calf muscle. That is called Jangha in Sanskrita. Indragopa. There is one kind of insect which appears during rainy seasons in the paddy fields. Small one. Top is red color. Red like velvet. Very soft to touch. And it is curved. So one meaning is her calf muscle is very soft and curved too. And smara. Smara means manmatha. Smara tuna. Tuna is quiver. Quiver is like a bag which holds all the arrows. You know when they go for this wars, they have a quiver. Even Rama had this. Along with the bow and arrow, at the back, behind his shoulder, we can see that quiver where he stores all the arrows. So that is quiver. Now here they are saying that this is like a quiver of smara. Smara is manmatha. The one who agitates the mind, mana, mathana. Agitates the mind is manmatha. So if we focus on this particular Nama, then agitation is controlled. Mind is always agitated. Most of the times rather. That agitation can be controlled. Indra Gopa is name of one insect, and it also means Indra is representative of all the bhogas, all the luxuries. Gopa is protector. She is the protector of all of us who are drowning in this worldly luxuries, worldly bhogas. We are all drowning in it. She is the one who protects us, who lifts us from this samsara sagara, which we feel that, wow, luxurious. I have this in my house, I have that in my house, luxurious house I have got. We are drowned in this. So she is the one who is lifting us, Indra Gopa, protecting all of us from this kind of attachment to the world. Indra Gopa Parikshipta Smaratuna Bhajangika. This is how her calf muscles are. Calf muscle is curved. You know, quiver also is curved, where they keep the arrows, they store the arrows. This is not an ordinary quiver. Quiver of Manmatha. Manmatha is the one who agitates the mind. How many arrows he has got, that we will see later. In the later namas, we get that too. So this particular nama, if we chant or focus, then it is said that mind can be controlled. And slowly we try to come out of this worldly desires or attachment to the world. So why not we try? In so many books it is written so. We can always try. It should become our experience. Shravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana should be done. Only then it becomes our experience. Otherwise it remains as a theoretical knowledge. It should become our own experience. So let us try and see what kind of experiences we undergo. Next one is Guda Gulpa. Guda is secret. Gulpa is ankle. Ankle is secret. Why it is secret? Because she has worn her beautiful red color sari up to the feet. So that particular portion is not visible. It is remaining as a secret. According to the Samudrika Shastra, ankle is the residence of Shani. That is why when we go out, we mingle in the world and come back home, we are supposed to wash our feet, especially this ankle, that to back side of the foot. Back side. There resides Shani. That means all negativities are there. During COVID we have seen, once we come back from wherever we have gone out, we come back, then we have to wash our hands and we have to wash our feet properly. Negativity is there. That is why we wear these anklets. Here negativity is tamoguna. We become lazy, postponing, procrastination. Tomorrow we will do. Today I have some other work. This work I will do tomorrow. Which work? What is connected with God, that we are ready to postpone. Other things, eating, talking, that we are not ready to postpone because of this negativity which is there in the ankle. Guda Gulpa. Why it is called as Guda? Secret. We know this. I am not this body is only a theoretical knowledge. Unless it becomes our own experience, it still remains as a secret only. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya. This kind of Vidya is Raja Guhya, the king of secrets. This is how Krishna Paramatma said in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So it should become our experience. Until then it remains a secret. Kurma Prishta Jayishnu Prapadanmita. Kurma is tortoise. Now the top of her feet are like the hardness of the top portion of a tortoise. It has to be hard because all devotees come and hit their head on our feet. Why hit? Because the desires are not fulfilled, we get angry, so we hit our head on the lotus feet of that goddess. So it has to be hard. Kurma Prishta Jaishnu Prapadanvita. In Saundaryalahari, Shankaracharya cries for this. He says, how can they compare your soft lotus feet with the hardness of kurma, tortoise? He says it is not right. I just can't take it. Your feet are so soft and I don't want to compare it with tortoise hardness. Anyway, that is his view. Here it is. Vashinyadi Vagdevatas have given in this fashion. Then, Nakhadi Dhiti Sanchanna Namajjana Tamo Guna. Namat Jana. People who are doing namaskara. Devotees. Such devotees, Nakha Didhiti Sanchanna. Sanchanna means destroy. Destroy what? Tamo Guna. Tamo Guna of all the devotees who are prostrating to her. Which portion is doing this? Nakha, nail. Just the nail has the power of destroying all our tamo gunas. Then imagine the power of her. Just a nail. Narasimha Avatara. We know this story. How did he kill Hiranyakashipu? Not with any weapon, just with the nails. In the same way, when we chant this Nama, with the devotion, with love for her, she is going to destroy all our tamoguna just by the nails. How powerful it is, you see. Nakhadi dhiti sanchanna namajjana tamoguna. Then, padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha. Now it is about her feet. How are they? Padadvaya, 2 feet. Prabhajala, the shine, the radiance of the feet are defeating the radiance of lotus. Saroruha is a lotus. There are so many different words in Sanskrit for one lotus. They defeat the radiance of lotus flower. Lotus is very soft, nice, fragrant and very beautiful to look at. Comes from muddy water. So we should be able to visualize this lotus feet of our Supreme Mother and try to fall at her feet, prostrations to her feet. In Saundaryalahari, Shloka number 84, Shankaracharya says, Shrutina murdhano dadhati tavayau shekharataya mama pyetau mataha shirasi dayaya dehi charanau yayopadyam pathaha Pashupati jata juta tatini yayorlaksha lakshmi arunakari chuda mani ruchihi. He talks about these 2 lotus feet. The feet, these beautiful feet are kept by Vedamata on her head. Shrutina murdhano. Shruti is Veda. Vedamata is keeping your lotus feet on her head. And the water which is used to wash your lotus feet is kept on his head by Shiva. Shiva keeps Ganga on his head. Why? Because that Ganga washes the lotus feet of our Supreme Mother. Then Vishnu's kiritam, crown, is shining. Why? He has kept his head on your lotus feet and the radiance of your lotus feet is reflected on his crown. See the beauty, explanation, how you just can't imagine this. And Shankaracharya pleads to the goddess. This divine feet, lotus feet, will you not keep it on my head? I request all of you to learn this, if possible, by heart. And chant this if possible on a daily basis, if not at least Tuesday or Fridays. With this bhavana, you are keeping your feet on all these heads of Vedamata, Vishnu, Shiva, all this. Why not me too? Keep your lotus feet on my head too. So let us pray to her with this bhavana, and definitely she is going to keep her feet on our head, and that's going to be the best blessing for all of us. So Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakruta Saroruha Shinjana Manimanjira Mandita Shri Padambuja. Manjira is anklet. Now she is wearing the anklet. Shinjana. Once again that light sound of this anklet is Shinjana. Because of the manis. Because all these ratna, mani, everything is small ones are hanging there. When she is walking, there is a nice kinkini sound is there. That is Shinjana. Shinjana Manimanjira Mandita Shri Padambuja. Your lotus feet are decorated with this kind of anklet. Now, anklet gives sound. We call this as Shruti. Shruti is Veda. And any music or dance has got Shruti and Laya. Here Shruti is Veda for us. So she is telling us, understand Veda, understand Dharma. Veda means for us it is Dharma here. Not that you have to sit and study the Vedas. Dharma. Understand what your Dharma is, what your duty is, do accordingly. Then Laya. Shruti and Laya. Both these are taught by her anklets. Laya is our breath. She is there in the breath. You know tal, putting tal we know for a bhajan. Taka 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 if you put, how is it? There should be a rhythm. It should go rhythmatically. Same way, breath also, there should be a rhythm. It is called pranayama. So try to understand Dharma, follow Dharma, and try to have a proper breathing technique. Or what we mean by breath or breathing? It is a continuous affair. We must be able to see her presence even in our breath as well as in the world. This is the meaning of Shruti and Laya, which are given by her ankles. Shinjana Manimanjira Mandita Shri Padambuja. Next one is Marali Mandagamana. Marali is a female swan. Hamsa. Female Hamsa is known by the word Marali in Sanskrita. Hamsa. What is a swan? Paramahamsa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Why this title was given to Ramakrishna? Hamsa or Marali has got this particular capacity of separating water and from milk. If you give a mixture of milk and water, it has got the capacity to separate milk and water. This is milk, this is water. You give a swan a mixture of water and milk, it has the capacity to separate. Now, this is the concept over here for us is, the world is a mixture of good and bad. Now, you test for yourself what is good, what is bad. Don't focus on bad. If you keep on focusing on bad, we become bad. We should know what is bad, what is good, then focus on good. This is Marali. That is why that Paramahamsa title was given to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. We say that world is bad, this is bad, oh, this generation is bad. No, it is not so, it is good. Was it good earlier or was it bad earlier? We say in those days, in our days, it was very good. Now you see, it is horrible. Our parents also said the same thing. Their parents also said the same thing. Then tell me which period was good? Every time it is good. 365 days it is good. World is definitely good. It is we who make it bad. So we should be able to discriminate. This is Marali. Mandagamana. Mandagamana means slow walking. Does it mean that we have to walk slowly? We are always in a hurry. We simply run around. It is not that physically we should walk slowly. This Mandagamana means try to study the scriptures, understand what is right, what is wrong, and then only keep your step. Don't simply rush. Don't react. Any situations, don't react. Try to understand the situation, why this situation has occurred, what is the solution for this, what step should I take, which path should I take. Think properly, what is my dharma at this juncture. If we are not able to take a decision, take the help of a person who knows the dharma properly. Nothing wrong in seeking help. This is what is meant by Marali Mandagamana. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't react to any situations. Give a right response. How can we give a right response? By analyzing. This is the meaning of Marali Mandagamana. Try to understand the situation. Analyze. And then only take the next step. How are we otherwise? Somebody shouts at me. I shout back on top of my voice. Then, big jagada there, big fight there. So many people come to watch and enjoy this fight. We also do this. If somebody is fighting, we also go and stand there and watch the beauty. We feel, wow. And nowadays we take the video and put it in the social media also. It should not be so. Marali Mandagamana. Just like how a swan walks beautifully slowly, you also take beautiful steps in life. Take proper decisions. Consult people where needed. And then only take the decision. This is what is Mandagamana. Mahalavanya Shevadhi. Lavanya is beauty. Shevadhi is deep ocean or mine, like how we have gold mine. So she is mine of beauty. Beauty is not just like that. Not the external beauty. She is beautiful all over. Every organ you see, she is beautiful, which means the principle behind that organ is working wonderfully. This is what we must learn. External look. Beautiful. Somebody is beautiful. How long? How many years? 50, 60? After that? May not be. Okay, even if it is so 80, 90, beyond that, the body will be destroyed one day. Body will not exist at all. That beauty does not continue to exist always. It is not beauty. The beauty of the body is not eternal. But she is Mahalavanya Shevati. A mine or an ocean of Lavanya. Now our aim is to become like her. So we start applying everything so that I should become good or beautiful like her. Nothing wrong in it. But understand the tattva or the principle behind every organ. Principle behind every ornament. Sarva Bharana Bhushita. She wears all kinds of abharanas. That we will see later. So nothing wrong in wearing any of the jewelries. Some of the people who take superficially, they say that, yes, I wear all the abharanas because she is also wearing. Good. What about the principles that she is following? In another way, to put it in another way, we can wear all ornaments. We need not say that I am in the path of spirituality, so I don't wear any ornaments at all. That also need not be so. If you feel like doing, okay, do it, don't wear. But if you feel like wearing, definitely wear it. Wear good sarees, definitely nothing wrong in it. But only hitch is should not be attached to it, should not be dependent on it. Happiness should not be dependent on it. Whether you wear a good sari or not a good sari, a new sari or an old sari, a pure silk sari or a cotton sari, you should experience that happiness. This is taught by Shirdi Baba in one of the chapters. He says, one of his devotees, he says he sends him to Bombay. Go to this person's house, then you will learn. Ishavasya Upanishad, you will learn there, he says. So this fellow does not understand. He goes there. Then he observes a servant, maid. Maid is singing beautifully and washing the vessels. She has worn torn sari. So this fellow feels bad and he gives her a nice sari, buys a beautiful new sari. Next day she wears that new sari and comes. The same happiness is there while washing vessels. Again another day she wears that old torn sari. Same happiness. She was only a maid. She did not know Ishavasya Upanishad. She did not know any of these Bhagavad Gita. But she was applying. She was like that. This is how we can learn from anybody. Let it be servant, let it be an officer, let it be a child. If we have an open mind, we can learn. If we have an open mind, that is Mahalavanya Shevati. Ready to learn from anybody. So let us all try to become like her. First of all, we must understand what she is, how she is. Then try to become like her. If not becoming like her, at least think of her. Nama and Smarana should go together. Nama chanting, the mouth does the Nama chanting. Smarana should happen. We should come to that level. The moment you say Rama, the Smarana should come here. It happens to us. If somebody says my daughter's name, immediately my daughter's picture comes in my mind here. I can visualize my daughter immediately. Same way, we should love God so much that just by listening to the name, you don't even have to listen to a bhajan. You should go into that samadhi state. This is how Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was. Just utter the word Kali, he used to go into ecstasy. That was the level. So why not we also try to reach, if not that level, we will move forward in that, towards that level. One fine day we all will definitely reach that level, provided we keep chanting. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.